You may ask yourself, where is my tech news? And you may ask yourself, how? Where did it go? All right, that's enough. Valve will apparently help Lenovo reveal the future of gaming handhelds at CES in January, according to an email received by Sean Hollister at The Verge. Lenovo says they'll have SteamOS and Steam Deck co-designer Pierre-Loup Griffet featured as a special guest, causing many to speculate that the Lenovo Legion Go S with that mysterious Steam button that has been leaking all over our feeds the past few weeks may indeed run SteamOS instead of Windows. But hold on, there's another special guest, Xbox executive Jason Ronald, who Lenovo's referring to as Microsoft's VP of Next Generation. I can't imagine that Microsoft would be jazzed about Lenovo going with a competing operating system instead of Windows, but given their recent marketing push, Jason might be there just to demonstrate that even a SteamOS-powered gaming handheld is, somehow, also an Xbox. They're never gonna release an Xbox handheld. They're just gonna say, look behind you, you already have one. Aww. With any luck, a SteamOS handheld not made by Valve will be far from the weirdest thing CES has to offer. Evan Blass, leaker of the Legion Go S, also leaked Lenovo's laptop with an extending rollable display. And 1xPlayer has teased their own handheld PC with a removable keyboard. And that's just the vanilla stuff. It gets way crazier. There's like furry robots. Hey, wait. Later, I'll show you later. YouTube says enough is enough. It's gonna start cracking down on what it calls egregious clickbait, defined in their blog post as videos where the title or thumbnail promises viewers something that the video doesn't deliver, which they say is especially important for news content. Hey, that's us! Now, I know some of you are looking at the title of this video and thinking, but look at the examples YouTube provides here. A video title saying, "The President Resigned," where the video doesn't address the president's resignation. And then a thumbnail saying it's news content when it's not. Is it egregious clickbait to title a video, "Wait, what?" It's not deceptive. It would have to have some information in it for that. Although some people clearly thought the headline in the thumbnail was correct when the point was to say that it's not. Look, this isn't about me, this is about India, because that's where Google says they'll be rolling out this crackdown first. And this is also about Google, because you could argue Google clickbaited users by flip-flopping on the issue of digital fingerprinting, which is when software uses little details to create a unique identifier that can track a user across websites. The UK's data protection regulator has called Google out for saying verbatim in 2019 that they think digital fingerprinting subverts user choice and is wrong. Yet announcing this month that actually they went to college and they met this really smart guy in econ class and he thinks it's okay. So I'm learning so much. He's traveled. The European Commission has published a list of measures Apple must take to ensure interoperability between iOS/iPadOS and third-party hardware and software. That means Apple will be expected to actually try to support non-Apple accessories like earbuds that aren't AirPods. Can you imagine? But the EU may go as far as to require Apple to let Android or other platforms use AirDrop. No thank you. We have our own version that I think no one uses. After suffering this attack from the EU, Apple responded in the only sensible way. They started yelling at Meta. In a PDF going through their usual stance about how making it easier to do anything on iOS would cause catastrophic privacy breaches, Apple called out Meta for basically bombarding Apple with requests to let them slurp up Apple users' data. And to be fair, I totally believe that Meta's pushing the boundaries here. But Tim, we're just talking about letting iPhone users try smartwatches that aren't the Apple Watch.
Why?
Well, because it would just be a bit.
Why though?
You know what, for this example, fair enough. It's fair now to mention our sponsor, Saley, the global eSIM service that keeps you connected while traveling, even to multiple countries. What are you trying to impress someone? If so, I think downloading one eSIM for your whole trip with Saley's affordable prices for regional and global plans will do the trick. Oh, sorry, were you looking forward to waiting in line at the airport to buy a local, potentially scammy SIM card? That's an authentic cultural experience? Hey, you do you. Saley eSIM plans are compatible with most iOS and Android devices, and if yours isn't compatible, you'll get a full refund with chat support available 24/7. Get an exclusive 15% discount on Saley eSIM data plans. Just download the Saley app and use code TechLinked at checkout.
And you may ask yourself, what even are quick bits? What? The structure of these videos is perplexing.
Tech PowerUp has retested their Intel Arrow Lake desktop CPUs with the performance fixes Intel outlined this week. And, well, you should check the full report out in our news sources in the description. But the gist of it is, it's a little better, but we're all waiting for that bigger boost Intel said will be coming next month. The company also said this week that it was terminating its x86S initiative announced a year and a half ago to make the architecture more efficient. But Intel just updated it to version 1.2 in September. Oh, that was so long ago. They had a whole nother CEO. No sooner had Google unveiled a new AI model called Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking, equipped with chain of thought reasoning capability like OpenAI's O1, then OpenAI released an upgraded version called O3 for researchers to start testing. Hold on, what happened to O2? It's too smart for its own good. It annoyed everyone in the OpenAI office.
It has too many questions.
OpenAI also released one of its most senior AI researchers and the ex-Google executive that was heading up ChatGPT search. They must have been particularly annoyed. Storage company Sandisk has undergone a pretty drastic rebrand in preparation for its planned spin-off from parent company Western Digital next year. And honestly, between the bold design, the meticulously coordinated marketing materials, and this shockingly hype video, full of impeccable match cuts revealing the new logo. Yo, why am I stoked about memory cards right now? Something's wrong. I actually got excited. I was like, Sandisk, yes, let's go. The US Federal Aviation Administration has finally done something about the dang drones. Drone flights in specific parts of New Jersey have been temporarily banned, with some exceptions for first responders and the like. The FAA has listed the affected regions on their website, so if you see any weird aircraft in the sky, you can probably assume they're hostile aliens. That's what this means. Or I guess they could be friendly aliens, and they just didn't check the website. Fair enough. Should have checked though. And a UK court has ruled that Australian computer scientist Craig Wright will face a year in prison if he doesn't stop claiming that he invented Bitcoin and suing people over it. This guy filed a $1 trillion lawsuit, against Bitcoin Core and Square for implementing the cryptocurrency in an improper way, claiming authority as the creator of Bitcoin for years using forged documents. How do you get here? He didn't even have to do this. Just go home, Craig. It's gone too far. And I think it's time for all of us to do just that. Listen, next week is Christmas, and there will only be one episode of TechLinked, the Christmas special on December 25th. Regularly scheduled episodes will resume on Monday, December 30th. So take some time off from worrying about the AI dystopia on Monday and Friday. I'll see you on Wednesday.